Alright guys, so in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to fix the error code 529 on Roblox, okay? So if you're experiencing that error code, it usually would say something like we are experiencing some technical difficulty, something like that. Right? If you see any error code that looks like that, or it says the error code 529, just watch this video step by step. Let me show you exactly how to fix it, okay? So before we continue guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It really helps us out if you do get any value from this video. So what you're going to do is that there are two things that you need to keep in mind. If you ever see that error code 529, what that basically means is that the problem is either coming from them, which is that they're having some server issues, or the problem is coming from your own device. Okay, so we are going to check both ways to actually see where the problem is coming from. Okay, so we are going to go to our browser right here. So if you're using an iOS, right, which is like an iPhone, so you want to go to your Safari. If you're using an Android like me, you want to go over to your Chrome or any browser. Okay, so I'll click on my Chrome right here, and then I'm just going to come to search, and I'm going to type in something very interesting here. It says status. I'm going to type in status.roblox, okay, .com, status.roblox.com. So that's what I'm going to type in here. So once I type it here, so what this basically is that it's just a way of letting you know if there's any technical issue on their phone. Now usually if you see that error code, most likely there's a problem here, right? Most likely there is a problem. They are having some technical issues, okay? But right now, based on what we are seeing here, there's no technical issue. But if you see anyone that says something other than operational, it means that there's a technical issue. So if that's the case, all you have to do is just to sit back, because there's really nothing you can do. Just sit back and then wait for like 24 hours for them to readjust and fix everything. Then you can now try Roblox again, okay? So that's basically what you want to do. If you see any error and all of that, so if this is showing red or something else other than operational, okay, so that's usually what happens. So you have to wait for them to fix it, because the problem is coming from them. So anything other than that, what you're going to do is that we're going to come exit our browser right now. If you see operational, everything operational, it means everything is working, okay, on their own end. So let's see, we're going to try and see if we can do some things on our own end. So if that's the case, what you want to do is that first things first, you want to make sure that your VPN, if you have any VPN on your device, installed on your device and active, you want to turn that VPN off. It is very, very important, right? These are one of the things that cause these technical difficulties. So you want to make sure that VPNs are turned off. So if you're using maybe ExpressVPN, CyberGhost VPN, NordVPN, TunnelBear VPN, and all these external VPNs, you want to make sure that they are turned off whilst you're using the Roblox. Okay, so because these things sometimes they cause some form of network interference and all of that. So you want to make sure that they are turned off. Very, very important. So once you make sure that they are turned off, another thing you can do is that you want to go over to your settings, right? And then under settings, you want to look for what we call private DNS, okay? So we're going to type in private DNS right here. Super, super simple. Private DNS right here. So I'll click on the private DNS right here. And yeah, so I'll click on where it says private DNS at the bottom. So you want to make sure that yours is set to either automatic or off, right? Automatic or off, one of them. So click on it, and then you want to click on save. Very, very important. So this is one of the things you can actually do. All right, so once you've done this, another thing you can do, still on the same settings, you want to go back, and then under settings again, you want to go to where your apps are located. So you want to go to maybe where your apps are located on your iPhone or your Android. So for me, it's under app management. So I'm just going to click on app management right here, and I'm just going to come to where it says app list. Okay, click on app list. Super, super simple. So once you click on app list, it's loading right here. It's loading, as you can see. So yeah, as you can see, it's actually loaded right now. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm just going to come and then look for Roblox right here. So I'm just going to search for it. So you're going to search for Roblox on your own device as well. We're going to look for Roblox. All right, so I've seen Roblox. I click on it. I'll go to come to where it says storage and cache. Click on it. Now if you're an iOS user, what you want to do is that you want to offload the app. So you're going to see where it says offload. Just click on it and then you offload it. Another thing you can do is that you can just come here to clear cache. For Android users, just come to clear cache here, click on it, and then you clear the cache right here. Okay, super, super simple. So once you've done that, right, it's actually very easy from there. You can also take a step back and come to where it says force stop. So if you force stop it, usually to reset things by force. So these are just things you can use to reset the app so that you will stop seeing that error code. Okay, so yes, click on force stop, and then try opening the app again. So once you've clicked on force stop, another thing you can do, remember we are still going to open the app again, right? But then before we open it, we are just trying to make sure that we put a lot of things in place. Okay, so right here I'm just going to come to my Play Store. So if you're using an iOS, you want to go to your App Store. Okay, App Store. If you're using an Android like me, you want to go to your Play Store. So I'm just going to click on Play Store right here. Okay, and once you're on Play Store right here, you want to come here to where it says search. Then you want to type in Roblox right here. Okay, Roblox. Click on it. Roblox, click on it, and then you'll see where it says update. You want to click on update, right? Usually you can see update or open, so you want to click on where it says update, right? If it says update, so what this does is that it actually resets your Roblox for you. It actually adds new feature and removes old one, right? So in that process you can clear out any bug that is affecting your app by default, right? So usually there might be some bug that is affecting your app by default. So what this does is that it actually resets everything for you, and that's one of the importance of updating your Roblox, so that way you will not see the error code whenever you try again. So another thing you can do, which is also equally important, is that once we exit the app right here, we're going to scroll down here, and then right here you can, first things first, you can actually turn on your flight mode. Okay, turn on your flight mode and then turn it back off. Okay, turn on your flight mode and turn it back off, so that way you can reset your internet connection and then you can go back to Roblox and try again. But another thing you can do is that you can actually turn off your cellular data, and then you want to connect to a Wi-Fi. So sometimes you can just switch internet, so you can just switch internet connection from maybe your cellular data to your Wi-Fi. That way it will automatically reset your Roblox. So it's another thing you can do. All right, so you just connect it to your Wi-Fi and all of that, right, which is very, very important. So once you've done all of this, then you can now come here and then open your Roblox, right? So you have to open your Roblox again and then try again. So you open, and then when you want to open, you want to now join the game in a different server. So that's what you can do. You have to join the game in a different server, right? So you have to use a different server to actually join that game you were playing, and then it's definitely going to work, right? So if you follow this process, it will most likely work. You have a very high chance. However, if for some reason it still doesn't work, there's also one more thing you can actually try that will actually help you out. Okay, so I'm just going to exit Roblox right here, leave the app. So what you're going to do is that if you've tried all the things I've showed you and it still doesn't work, you just come on your power button on your phone, the power button on your phone, you want to tap and hold it. Okay, tap and hold it, and then you'll see where it says switch off or power off or restart. So you want to restart your device. All right, restart your device. So once you restart it, it will automatically reset everything, and then once you reset it, you now go back to your Roblox and then try and open the app again. It is super simple, right? So that's the last thing you can actually do, and it actually does help, and people have actually shared that it helps them a lot. Okay, so yeah, basically this is actually how to do everything. So do well to like this video if you got any value, and also subscribe to this channel for more videos like this. We make videos like this to help you out, so don't forget to subscribe. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.